gosh, here's demo time.
Put some moisture on it and
Exactly. There's a couple ways to do it. Alright, so we have the water here. So we fill it up, right? Me personally, I think it's a lot of bones. It's going to be wonderful, very gelatinous stuff. It's going to need a lot of time to cook. The Remy is going to be strong in it too because of how many bones we have in here. We have a lot of bones. Is it going to be a problem?
No, chef.
No, it's just be very gelatinous and getting everything from it. So, water on, turn that on, let that go. That's one method. There's two ways of getting all the goo off the pan.
Are you using hot water, Chef?
What's that?
Are you using hot water?
Cold water. Cold water.
Have you ever burnt water?
Yeah, a lot of times. Here's that guy. This guy. So the two ways to clean off the pan. Wash it out a little bit and put a little bit of water here. Can I get one of those big spatulas? The one we tossed with?
Oh, there's one right there.
Big spatula?
Right there. Boil it up.
Boil it up, exactly. Basically fill it up pretty good.
Chef.
Thank you very much.
So
Turn it on, turn it on. Pretty much deglazing. You're going to boil it off. This guy back on.
Hello.
It's on.
As it heats, it's going to come off more and more. So this is one way to do it. What do you think is my favorite way to do it?
Down there.
This way. We're going to fill it up pretty much the whole way. It's going to be halfway full. We'll simmer the pan. We'll straighten it. We'll flip it. We'll straighten it. Boom, done. No babysitting. No going straight. Get that wet one. As it heats up, it comes off much more. It reduces a little bit. So that's going up. So, regardless, you do it that way and let the simmer a little bit more, or so we're going to fill it right above the bones, right about in that range. It's going to be roughly that side of the pan. We'll straight to the other side of the pan and go from there.
Wait no time.
So again, wasting time. How long is it going to take to do? It takes longer to do this than it does that.
You got babysit that.
Babysit, exactly. If we were doing, if it had red wine in the recipe, I would do this. I would take the wine and use the wine and it would deglaze and reduce with the wine, concentrating the wine flavor a little bit, but not necessary. This is why dishwashers and the hot pan washers love the saute cups. They deglaze to get all the flavor off the pan, making them much, much easier to clean. Does anybody have any questions on stock, what I've done and what you've done so far today? You guys understand? If you don't read your book and show up, it works. But if you read your book and see how the book does it, how the chef does it, and how you do it, you're going to learn from that more. So coming to class, prepare. And it's as easy as reading the recipe.
Chef, we were going to do red wine. How much parts, red wine to water ratio?
Great question for making this much. For every, roughly, for every gallon of stock you're making is 1 cup of stock of wine. So 5 pounds of bone, would be a cup of red wine. So
Sherry or
I do a red wine for the veal bones. I would not use a fortified wine like sherry or port. Right. So how many cups are in a liter?
2 cups.
There's wine comes in liters, doesn't it? It doesn't come in ounces.
Liters and milliliters.
Right? So roughly, there is 32 ounces in a quart. There's 33.8 ounces in a liter. So you're basically, it's not quite, but with cooking, 1 to 1, almost.
1 to 1.
So, 14 gallons or 14 pounds of Maripol, that'd be 14 cups. How much do we have there? 14 cups. How many gallons of stock do I have there? 14 cups.
That's just 2 cups shy of a gallon.
Yeah, it's 2 cups shy of a gallon.
2 cups shy of a gallon, exactly.
Okay.
Bottles, those large bottles, come in a liter and a half. For this volume, 2 of those, which would be 3 liters, which would be 12 cups.
12 cups.
So it's close, in regards there. You'll be okay.
So you're just making that small amount.
Those small airplane bottles is what I purchase at home. I use those small. I love those little, because I don't drink that much red wine. I like red wine. I enjoy great red wine. I'll drink up great red wine. But those little airplane bottles that you get on the airplanes, they work great for cooking at home.
Do you have a preference on the brand?
Yeah, red and white.
Red and white? Really don't have a preference?
No preference. So, a little bit longer. How's that look? That's not bad, right? I'll put it over here so that it doesn't milk the highlight that keeps going. Do you feel the heat coming out? This is where the heat comes off of this guy. It goes right out there.
Be my friend in the morning.
I'll let these guys see a little bit later on lecture. Some of you guys will scrape the pans. We got enough for 6 of them to scrape. Or more. The half a crate, we'll scrape it all off. We're done. This one is good enough. We'll can the rest of the way. Stirring the stock. Do we stir?
No, yeah.
Some? Do we bring it to a boil or do you bring it to a simmer?
Bring it to a simmer.
Bring it to a simmer. Yeah, I wouldn't bring it to a boil. If it comes to a boil, it's okay. It's not ruined. But to bring it to a simmer. This guy works great. Leave it right at 6. 6 is matched a little bit past 6. No, I mean 6, not less than 6, not 6 and a half, 6 and 1/3 and a half, 1/3, 2/3, whatever.
Medium high?
Yeah, medium high. Yep, and it comes right to a beautiful simmer. And it stays a nice, beautiful simmer overnight. We'll go from there. Okay, bones are pretty much covered.
Another question.
Do you have a question? I have maybe an answer.
Should we go see Chef Muller for a light bulb?
Chef Mullins for a light bulb? He's here right now. We can remind him on a light bulb. Which one? Hood system number 3 needs a light bulb at your convenience, Chef. Thank you very much. At your convenience.
Thank you, Chef.
You'll get it tomorrow, next
After
week.
class. Tomorrow.
I'm not going to kill you, right? So, enough water. We'll then go let the pan sit. I'm going back to lecture in regards to stocks. Stay where